being a part of something bigger than yourself, and that's what we've got in our locker room, and that's why you feel good about being able to bring people in and let them know that they're going to be welcome. We'll put our arm around them and look forward to trying to achieve some things together.
Sean, still speaking in a very general way, you guys had a really great year for a debut. How much does the success you guys had this year play a role in whether or not you consider taking gambles as far as bringing in talent? What do you know you've got to consider?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing for us is, what was so good is when you're looking at your roster compared to last year when we're coming in, we have a foundation in place where we know what our players are. I think we have a better idea of what we need to do as far as identifying some pieces that you want to add to try to be able to improve your football team. And we feel good about a lot of the guys that we do have, but, you can always add, and especially when you're looking at some of those guys that can rush the passer or cover from the defensive side, those are special positions.
Sean, my last question to you. You have a coordinator with a lot of gravitas, Wade Phillips.
Yeah, sure do.
How much does that matter to you as far as his ability to command respect from your room, number one, and also as it relates to your locker room on the defensive side of the ball? How many alpha type guys, do you kind of lean on to provide that leadership?
Yeah, Wade's been special, and I think anytime that you're looking at a coach, you want to see those leadership qualities where people want to follow that guy, and he does things the right way. He's got a great way about being able to connect with the players, and it's an authentic and a genuine way, and he knows how to deal with different types of personalities. I think you see guys really reach their highest potential around him, but I lean on him a lot. He's been great for me just because of the experience that he has, and he's been through things that I just simply haven't. So to be able to have him on our coaching staff leading our defense, he's been instrumental to the success that we've had so far, and feel fortunate to continue to be doing it with him.
And about the leadership, who do you lean on the defensive side of the ball to set the football culture you want?
Yeah, I think you look at him, he's right next to me, with Aaron Donald, you got guys like Alec Ogletree. I think, Connor Barwin came into our locker room. He was one of the guys that was voted on as a captain, but I think you've got the right types of guys really on all three lines, but, it's a handful of guys, but, special players like this have a real good influence, and especially when they're producing as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, talk about adding a guy on Marcus Peters' caliber to a defense that includes Aaron Donald, and like you said, Alec Ogletree.
Yeah, right now, just because of where we're at in the league year, can't make it official, so you have to be careful with some of the tampering things. But March 14th, hopefully we'll be able to talk about that.
Hey, Sean, is that one thing the league needs to look into? Because I remember, Clark Hunt was up at the Super Bowl, right after the Alex Smith trade. Everybody's talking about it. It's, quote, not a trade yet.
Right.
Baseball, they started right after the World Series.
Yeah.
Does football maybe need to look at maybe bumping these things up a little bit instead of holding things out so long?
I think there's always some things that the league does a great job of looking at themselves and figuring out ways that we can improve some of the things strategically with how we operate in the off season. But, to their credit, everything is intentional and it's there for a reason. But you can have agreements in place, and, it's really just out of respect for the process. Want to be able to talk a little bit more about hopefully what we've seen as far as some terms that we've agreed on, but until those dates. But I think it's something that the league looks at every year, and right now we feel good about where we're at.
Remember when you used to say there was a limit to your guys or type of guys, that in a locker room. How do you, in a balance of a locker room, do you fear too many guys that you work with? Because there's going to be different levels of difficulty.
Sure.
Not difficult players. Do you fear that there's a balance? Do you ever think that there's only so many players that you can take on that have that kind of background?
I wouldn't say that. I think it's about connecting with these guys, and certainly I think there is a good way of balancing out a locker room, really, when you're looking at just from a football team in terms of the types of talents. But with personalities, it all goes back to connecting with these guys, building and developing relationships, and I think that's where everything starts, to be able to lead and then to be able to coach or work with guys in a manner where you can have some sustained success. But everything starts with relationships, and I wouldn't say you're looking for any sort of balance of personalities, but you want the right types of guys, and we look for good guys that are good football guys and they love the game.
Sorry, I jumped in kind of late on you, but
she was getting ready to ask.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Hi, I'm from Levi North High School.
Yeah.
As NFC Coach of the Year, you are joining the list of Tom Landry, Bill Walsh, and Bud Grant, just for a few. How does that feel right now?
Unbelievably flattering, and those are guys I have such a huge amount of respect for coaching in general. And Bill Walsh is a guy that I've really looked up to. He worked with my grandfather back in the day, and a lot of the things that we've implemented in our organization are a reflection of some of those former great coaches, because you always want to try to